Rashida Strober here, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm taking y'all with me on another beautiful walk, exercise. Y'all know it's the New Year's, and I want y'all to get healthy. I'm going to put the camera on the track here and let y'all see some of this beautiful sunshine. It's gorgeous out here, y'all. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm coming at y'all today with another word, message, whatever you want to call it. Yes, this is all a part of dark skin activism for me. You guys can always go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com, and you can download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Yes, it's me behind the camera. I just put the camera on the beautiful sunshine because I'm out here in Florida, and y'all, it is gorgeous out here. It is gorgeous. Okay, y'all need to get out. Make sure y'all enjoying the sunshine. You know, we dark-skinned people, we are in need of vitamin D all the time. Yes, the website is darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. And if you want to support the channel, which everybody should support the work of the dark skin activists and dark skin activism, my cash app is $RASHIDA'S, $RASHIDA'S, and that's $RASHIDALALA, $RASHIDALALA. The Cash App, the GoFundMe, and the PayPal is all in the description to my lives. Hey, Brad's Trash, it's Tyrone's Treasure. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to all of y'all. Make sure y'all like and share this video. Yes. So I got a message for my dark-skinned people out there that don't got no kids. Yep. And this message, people that have children from multiple people, and I'm speaking about men and women. I am not singling out single mothers. I don't do that. Okay? I'm talking about females who have multiple baby daddies, and I'm talking about males who have multiple baby mamas. So both genders. I'm saying if you are a dark-skinned person and you do not have children, do not date these people. Okay? Do not date or marry these people. I was just in a conversation with a person that is a dark-skinned man, and this is a conversation I had online, by the way. Anyway, I was just in a conversation with a dark-skinned man that has no children, and he said that he almost made the mistake of getting caught up into this type of BS where he don't have no children and was getting ready to get into a serious relationship with a person that did have multiple children from multiple people. And long story short, this dark-skinned man, I'm so happy for him, he ended up dodging that bullet, and he found him a dark-skinned woman. I cannot make this up. That's why I'm coming on here to tell y'all about it. These are the success stories. For those of you that say that this can't happen, it can. He found him a dark-skinned woman that does not have children. Okay? Did y'all hear me? He almost got sucked up with a person that wanted him to take care of her children from other men, which is insane. I think some of these single mothers and fathers are absolutely insane, and they're selfish. They're looking for somebody, especially if the person is single without children. They're looking for somebody to take care of them and their kids that they done laid down with somebody else, and it's their responsibility. But they want you because you don't have kids and you can keep all your resources to yourself. They're looking at you as a target, and I don't think that's right. They're looking at you as a target. So the dark skin activist is here to warn y'all and also to give you a success story. Okay, so this message is going to be who it's for. There's going to be some people that's going to be hating. They don't like hearing it. And that's probably the multiple baby daddies and the multiple baby mamas. You know, them the ones that they want to squeeze and suck up the resources of a person that's single. You know, because that person ain't got no children. They want that person to spend all their money on their kids. No, you don't deserve that. You absolutely don't deserve it. And I'm here to say it, whether people like it or not. What these single people, or what these baby daddies and baby mamas with multiple children need to do is they need to go and they need to take care of their own children. They need to get the baby daddies or the baby mamas to take care of their own children and not expect a person that is single with no children to take care of you and your kids. How selfish is that? Y'all, if we can't see the selfishness in that, it's got to be something wrong with us, because it's so clear to me. And I'll never forget, there was this guy, light skinned, really good looking guy that liked me. He really wanted to be in a relationship with me. And this was probably around like 7 years ago. Handsome, light skinned, no children. Another deal breaker for me is that the guy was actually younger than me, and I don't date guys my age or younger. That's just not my preference. I have always liked older men, always. Ever since I was a teenager. All these heifers going around trying to act like, oh, you know, they so woe is me with the whole R. Kelly thing and these older men dating younger females. A lot of these women, what they don't want to admit to and tell the truth about is they themselves, when they were teenagers, they ass was throwing themselves at older men. It's a fact. You know what? You know why? And I'm not hypocritical, because I did it. And I was dating this guy. I know I'm telling a bunch of different stories, but it's all intertwined here. I was dating this guy, Iron Man, and I had an ice cream truck. And I would be on the ice cream truck, me and Iron Man, we was dating. And this heifer, she was like 16. She didn't know I was on the truck. She thought it was just my boyfriend at the time. We was dating. She thought that it was just him on there. She didn't know I was in the back. He was like taking the orders, and I was like serving up the orders or whatnot. This heifer walks up to him and asks for his number very boldly. And he was like looking at her like, you know, he just had this look on his face, like shaking his head. And she told him his age, her age. She was like 16. And come to find out, she kept approaching him, trying to get with him. So some of these females are not innocent, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Some of them are not innocent. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want to say, but some of these females throw themselves at older men. I've seen it. The heifer did it to my boyfriend. I'll never forget it. Okay? And she did not care. She did not care that he told her, I got a girlfriend. I can't give you my number. She didn't care about that. Every time because he was telling me everything that was going on. Every time she would see him, she would run up to the truck trying to force him to take her number. And it got to the point where he stopped coming in that neighborhood, because some of these heifers will get you in trouble. And I didn't want him to get in trouble like that, because I know that this man wasn't doing nothing. I know that she was the person, because I was on the truck and witnessed it, and she didn't know I was there. That's how I know he was telling the truth. And it was very random. So, yeah. But getting back to the baby mama and baby daddy situation. You know, these people, going back to the 27-year-old, that's how he was at the time. He was 27. He was like, he wanted to date me. And I was like, no, I cannot date you. He was very persistent. I said, no, I can't do it. And the reason I decided not to date him, because this man deserves a chance to create a fresh family, okay? He has a human right to create a fresh family. Why do I need to, with me, at the time having 2 kids, need to come and be selfish and get with this man? He's young, He ain't got no kids, got his whole life ahead of him. He deserves a chance to have his own fresh family. And me, I'm not no selfish person. So I told him point blank, I don't want to date you because you are too young. He was 27, and I don't like young men, not interested. And then I told him he needs to date a woman that doesn't have children. He thought I was crazy, but I told him this. I said, you don't need to get with no woman that has kids already. Don't do it. It's not your responsibility to sit there and take care of another man's kids. Let her go deal with somebody that has children already. That's fair. But some of these, they're so selfish and entitled. I can't stand them. I can't stand multiple baby daddy and multiple baby mamas that think that they're entitled to childless people. You're not. Okay? You're not. The only people that I would probably give deference to and say it's okay for a childless person to date is if the person was married and they had their kids. I respect that. If they were married, and let's say the husband passed away or the wife passed away, I have no issue with that at all, y'all. Okay? Instances of SA, I don't have no issue with that either, because that is not that person's fault. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the irresponsible people out here that will go from man to man on harlot. I call it harlotism because that's what it is. Okay, if you around here with multiple baby daddies and multiple baby mamas, something is wrong with you. You're very dysfunctional, and you want to force your dysfunction onto people that, don't have any children. That's not fair. So I'm warning y'all, they will suck up all your resources. And sometimes their children may not respect you. That's another thing. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my mama. Who the hell wants to deal with that? You childless people don't have to deal with that type of foolishness and disrespect. You can go and create your own fresh, I want to stress that, fresh families. That's what you need to be doing. And that's what I let this guy know. And I'm so happy to report that some people actually listen to me. That's why some people actually listen to my good advice. That's the reason why I never let nobody stop me from coming on here saying what I got to say, because some people, if the message is for them, they're going to hear it. If the message ain't for you, hey, it's not for you. But I'm happy to report that he actually did get with a young lady that did not have children, and he married her, and he started his own fresh family, not something ready-made, not Captain Save-A-Ho, okay? Okay? And I was very happy about that. So I'm not a hater, and I'm not selfish. Some of these females that have multiple children from multiple men would have jumped at a man like him. I'm telling you, I already know it. But I said, I'm not going to do that to him. I'm going to tell this young man, you deserve, you're young, you're handsome, you're a good guy. Dude had his own house at 27 years old, no lie. Nice car, own house. A lot of these selfish baby mama hood rats would jump at a chance to use a man like that, because that's what they're doing. Don't give in to them. Don't do it. Leave them where they at. Leave them where they at. And if you do decide to deal with that foolishness and you get caught up in their foolishness, you're a fool, and it's your fault. And I don't feel sorry for you. If you decide you're a childless man or a childless woman, and you decide to get yourself caught up with a person that has children from multiple men or multiple women, and it don't turn out right, that's your damn fault. That's your fault. You had it coming. You had it coming. Because you got a person like me that's online telling you, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm not no hater. I want to see young black people be successful. Young, dark-skinned black people be successful. I want to see them mess up their lives with people that done went out there and been ran through. Child, please. Yes, they've been ran through. If your ass have multiple baby mamas and multiple baby daddies, you ran through. You are a used car. Yep, I said it. If you're offended, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It's just the truth. I mean, if I myself, a woman that has 2 kids, one of them that was out of wedlock, one that was in wedlock, turned down the invitation to be in a relationship with a man with no kids. If I could do that and be selfless, why are you special? You're not. You're not. But because some of these baby mamas, multiple baby mamas and multiple baby daddies are vultures, people that do not have children have to watch out for them. They want to just take advantage of you. Okay? K Hay says, you notice this? Silas the Butcher said they play the victim after the fact. Yeah. I'm just trying to warn y'all, because you know, some of them women, a lot of them women that came up out of the 70s and the 80s that was having children then, because my mom is from the generation of the 70s and the 80s. In terms of childbearing years, a lot of them women that was coming of age in that time, they are not going to tell young females the truth. They don't give a fuck. They didn't tell me what I'm telling y'all. They didn't say, well, Rashida, you know, do this or do that. They didn't tell me that, because they want you to be in their same position. They want you to be screwed up like them. They want you to be a hot mess like them. You know, that's what they want. That's why they're so jealous. A lot of them are jealous of Simone Biles. They're jealous of Simone Biles. Okay? They're jealous. And her husband, I don't care who don't like it. Her husband is the prize. He damn sure is. And he chose her. He chose her. And these miserable females who, multiple baby mamas, you know, they coming online talking trash and talking crazy about this woman. I'm glad that Simone Biles ignoring them and she got her husband. Where your husband at? To the multiple baby mamas crew, where's your husband at? You know, you can't tell Simone Biles nothing. That woman is successful, young, dark-skinned, and she seems to be a good person. She seems to be a good person to me. She strikes me as a decent human being. So I don't know why these women are sitting up here worrying about what her husband said. He ain't your husband. That man could feel however he want to feel about himself. It's crazy. But that's how they are, a lot of them. They're very selfish. Okay, they're very selfish. And to the single women out there with no children, you got to be careful. If you do not have children, ladies, please do not date a man with multiple baby mamas. You are setting yourself. Let me tell you a story. I'm going to help y'all out. Because, again, I'm not one of them females that want to see other females do bad. I'm going to tell you straight up what it is. You know, I want to see you be successful and happy and not living in poverty like a lot of these baby mamas are. Then they come boohoo whining, got 9, 10, 20 kids, different men, and want everybody to feel. I see them on Atlanta Street interviews, want everybody to feel sorry for them. Well, what did you do to cause this problem? Anyway, so to the ladies, let me tell you a story about this baby dad, this dude. He was dark skinned. He was dark skinned, y'all. He was so handsome, I'm not gonna fucking lie. He had beautiful white teeth. He had a charismatic personality. Oh my God. I really did like him. I'm not gonna tell y'all no fucking lie. Okay, I liked this dude so much. And he used to play a song called That Girl. Y'all know Stevie Wonder? Y'all know Stevie Wonder, That Girl? He used to play That Girl. That was like for me. And I was just head over fucking heels for this guy. I'm not gonna tell y'all the lie. So fine. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't have the same feeling no more, but I'm just trying to describe to y'all at that time how I was like nuts over him. Okay. So then one day me and him was talking, and he started to disclose to me, and I was in my 20s, so that's why I'm trying to help you ladies out in your 20s to be aware of these dudes. He started to disclose to me that he wanted me to have his child, and then he started telling me about his other baby mamas. And come to find out, this man had, y'all want to guess? Does anybody want to guess how many baby mamas I found out that he had? Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess? I'm looking in the comments. Can someone tell me Brad's trash is Tyrone's treasure? I love that name though. I can't lie. You're close. You're close. Brad's trash is Tyrone's treasure. This man had 8 baby mothers, and one of the baby moms was going in the hospital, had a baby. And when I found that out, I cut him off. So Elizabeth Butcher says 3. When I found out that this man had 8 baby mamas, I cut him off. I literally stopped calling him, texting him, wouldn't accept his calls, and he couldn't figure out what was going on. So one day, y'all, I was going to the University of South Florida. I was getting my master's degree, and I didn't care about his pretty white teeth and his, his short, nice haircut, fresh to death haircut, pretty nose. I mean, this man was, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie, this brother was fine. I'm not gonna fucking lie. But you gotta look past that. You got to look past, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I am a sucker for a good-looking man. I am. Lord, help me, Jesus. People say I'm ugly. They say I'm ugly, I'm black, nappy-headed, big nose, glasses wearing, no ass. But let me tell y'all something. I don't know what it is, but I attract good-looking men. I don't know why. I can't even figure it out. I'm like, what the hell do they want with me? They could do way better. But these men tend to fall head over heels, and I don't be understanding it because I'm nothing special in my mind. But I tend to attract, I'm a plain-looking woman, plain Jane. Like I said, no ass. All the stuff that they say black women supposed to have. I wear glasses. I'm dark skinned. My hair is natural. I don't wear makeup. I don't try to fit into. I've never tried to fit into the black culture stereotypes of how a black woman should look or be. That's not me. I'm just Rashida. And the men that I attract, like I said, they have all been. I don't think I've ever dated. I haven't. I've never been married to or dated an ugly. All of them been fine, and females hate it and telling them stuff like, why you dealing with her, she ugly. But that's what they like. Go figure. And this guy was no different. He was no different. And this man, after I cut him off, when I found out that he had 8 baby mamas, y'all. When I found out that he had 8 baby mamas, listen, he went berserk. He went berserk. He broke into my house and trashed it. I would never fucking forget it. He broke into my house. I had this little cute little bungalow cottage style house, because I wasn't with all that living in no dorms. I like my own space when I was in college. I ain't never lived in no dorm. I'm not with it. I need my space. Sorry. It's probably a part of the fact of me being the only girl. I have 5 brothers, and I always had my own space, so I'm not with living with people like that. So when I was in college, the whole time I was in college, I had my own off-campus apartment. Anyway, I had this little 1-bedroom bungalow house. It was in Gulfport, Florida, by the beach. Very beautiful, quiet neighborhood. And this man had broke up in my house and trashed it, y'all. I swear to God, he trashed it. He trashed it. And I came home from school, was getting my master's degree at University of South Florida, and I used to have to drive from St. Petersburg to Tampa. And I was so tired. Come home, and the house is completely trashed. And the other guy that I kind of broke up with him to deal with, Mr. White Teeth, dark skin, handsome, charming, I called him. He came over there. He came over there and kind of helped me out and clean up everything and blah blah blah. So another reason I forgot to mention this is when one of the deal breakers was, now I did meet some of his kids. He had a little boy. I met the little boy that looked just like him. He was a sweet little boy. I really did like him. He had some nice kids. But one day I was on the ice cream truck, and this lady with a ponytail, dark-skinned lady with a ponytail, she pulled up on the side of my truck, and I noticed that his children were in there with her, and the kids didn't mean no harm. They was just like, they told their mama, that's daddy new girlfriend. And the woman acted like she wanted to fight me. We didn't go at it. But she was so angry. So that led me to believe that, that's why I'm trying to tell y'all, don't deal with these people that got baby mamas. Don't deal with these people that got kids. I'm giving y'all a story of why. If y'all can't understand this and y'all go out there and do that, y'all done lost y'all damn mind. Moving right along. So the woman, she was like, the kids liked me. They ran up to the truck, gave me a hug. I gave them some ice cream, all that. The mama was mad. The mama was pissed. The mama was pissed. I'll never forget it. So that's one of the reasons why as well. I was like, you know what? This dude here. Then when he told me about them eight baby mamas, I was like, I'm done with this. I don't care how good looking he is. Pretty white teeth. Yeah, he has some pretty white teeth, dark skin. Yes. Pretty beautiful white teeth. Good Lord. Anyway, shiny black skin, all that. Anyway, washboard abs too. I can't leave that out. He did. I see why he had, multiple baby mamas. I mean, I understand, but I wasn't finna get caught up in that foolishness. So I broke it off with him, and then he proceeded to harass me. He would, one day I came home and he was hiding behind the bushes. He was hiding behind the bushes. It was so crazy. And the other dark-skinned ex, the one that the 60-year-old kept hitting on, that's the Iron Man. I called him. He came, and the dude followed us. And then him and my ex-boyfriend that was trying to help me, they was finna get into it. It was so fucking wild. This dude could not take. Thank you, Bob. He could not take. Y'all, he could not take the fact that I broke it off with him because I found out about all them baby mamas. I didn't want the smoke. I didn't want the drama. It wasn't worth it to me. I wasn't finna be fighting over him. All these different baby mamas going through the motions with their foolishness. Ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all can have his ass. Like, girl. Anyways, next. So that's what I'm trying to, I told y'all that's a long story to let you guys know, you single people that don't have children, please leave these people alone. They just want you to be a mother to their kids. They want to use you. Maybe they're on child support. Oh God, leave these people alone. They're very destructive. And while this guy's kids, they was nice. They was little kids, and I did like them. I thought the little dark skinned boy, he was so adorable. I never. He probably about 8 years old at the time. He grown now, but but some of these kids are very rude and demeaning and talk any kind of way to the step here. They don't like you. Why would you want to deal with that? And you spending your money and your time on them, and they think somebody's supposed to take care of them. Go find your baby daddy. Go find your baby mama to take care of you. Get out my face. Get out my pockets. Y'all need to dodge them like a bullet. They're contaminated. Sorry. They're contaminated. Even myself, I consider myself contaminated. That is why I told the 27-year-old to go find him a childless black woman and marry her and start a fresh family. Okay? That's why I told him that. And thankfully, he took my advice. Let me read some of y'all comments here, because I just been talking and walking and talking and walking. Yes, Aaliyah. Thank you, Bob, for the a super chat. You said, greetings, Rashida. Simone Biles is actually my younger cousin. Really? And she grew up facing severe darkism. Thank you for your video supporting her, sis. Aw. Simone Biles is an awesome human being. That's very obvious to me. And she's accomplished and everything that they don't want you to be as a dark-skinned black woman. And now they mad because she got a husband. They mad because she got an NFL football player husband. They jealous as hell. They don't think she's supposed to have all of that. You would think that the black women would be happy, but they up there running their mouth talking about Simone Biles' husband. He ain't not married to you. Why do you care about, why are you trying to talk trash about this man to break up their marriage? That's how I feel about it. Jealous hags running their mouth. Like, what is the point of them coming on there talking trash about what Simone Biles' husband said regarding how they met? To me, you got some ulterior motives. Because he has a right to speak on how they met. Who are you to tell him or censor him in terms of speaking on how they met? It doesn't make no sense. The only thing I could boil it down to is these females are straight jealous of Simone Biles. Just like I believe they was jealous of the other one. I keep forgetting her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. They was talking about her hair. Like, why are some black females so damn jealous of each other? What is the problem? Why don't you go focus on yourself? Why don't you focus on your own self-development? For the females that's coming on and talk about Simone Biles' husband, go find you a husband. Go figure out how you need to go find you a husband. And quit worrying about, it's just, y'all, it's just insane. It's just insane. I have never in my life, and I'm proud to say, I've never in my life hated on another woman because of a man that she had or was with or dated. But I've had it happen to me because people say I was ugly and I wasn't deserving. In fact, I got in a fight when I was in California when I was 30 years old because the little light-skinned woman downstairs who everybody, flocked to, she seen my boyfriend, who was very good looking, and he came back to California and moved with me. She was telling him behind my back when I was going to work that I was ugly and he could do better than me. And she didn't realize this guy, me and him had been dealing with each other for 10 years. He knew how nerdish and crazy I was. He already knew the deal. He knew I ain't had no ass. Okay, he knew I was not what people considered to be beautiful. He didn't care. For whatever reason, y'all, I don't know why that man liked me. But this woman was so mad about it and so jealous, and I never did anything to her, to the point where she would talk to him, say stuff to him when he was, when I was going to work. And when we was getting ready to move from California, I told her, I said, let me tell you something. You can say whatever the hell you want to say about me, but you better not put your hands on me. And that bitch put her hands on me, and I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I laid her the fuck out. She had all 5 of her cousins. They were supposed to be jumping me. After God forgive me, but I'm just telling the story. I don't condone violence. After I finished beating her motherfucking ass, they stood there looking. It took about 10 dudes to pull me up off her. That's how angry I was. But that was like 3-4 years of you fucking with me. Now, I don't condone violence, y'all. I do not. I do not condone violence. Please don't take it like that. I'm just telling you, this happened like way back in 2008, before YouTube even got popping like that. So, but that's how I know they be jealous, y'all. They be jealous of dark-skinned women, especially the quiet ones that they don't consider to be so attractive. And I don't know how with Simone Biles, she don't bother nobody. Like, I don't get it. This woman is an Olympic champion, worked hard, did what she had to do, got her husband, did everything the right way that the society says, oh, you're supposed to do this. And that's still not good enough for these hags. Like, what the hell? You can't please them. You can't please them. That's why I say, just do your thing. Do you. And like I said, don't date them. I want to be very clear. Let me put the camera back on myself. Gave y'all the scenic route here. Okay. Whew. I love to exercise, y'all. Oh, y'all catch me in my exercise gear a lot. I'm sorry I don't be dressed up or whatever, but a lot of the times I'm working out because I love to keep myself up. Like, I love, they could tell me, hey, you ain't got no ass, my nose is big, I'm dark skinned, I don't wear makeup, natural hair. I don't care about none of that. I continue to do me, and they could continue to hate. I don't care. But back to what I'm telling y'all. Please do yourself a favor and don't deal with baby mamas and baby daddies. They got so many problems. Y'all, don't. If you are, I'm talking to people that don't have no children. You don't want to put yourself in that position. Childless the Butcher says, I'm confused. Why did women keep hating on your relationship when you've done nothing to them? Because sometimes, Childless the Butcher, females are just like that. There is no rhyme or reason. They're emotional. They see what you got and want what you got. Even though I never thought I was pretty. I thought I was plain Jane. I was only focused on my educational goals and just introverted. Y'all just want to mind my business. But they apparently saw me in a different capacity. I don't know what it was. At that time, it was 2005. I moved to LA. I think another thing too is I had a Land Rover at the time. I know it may seem crazy, but when these females, they saw me driving my Land Rover. They really seemed to be upset and angry. When I first moved out there, no, I didn't drive there. I flew there and shipped my things there. And I shipped my car there. At the time, I had a Land Rover. It was a 2005 Land Rover. Very nice. That's my favorite car, the Rovers. And I was driving like a little regular small car. And I remember when I first came up, they were speaking to me. Hi, how you doing? But I noticed the difference when I would speak to them when they seen me in my Land Rover, which to me is stupid because I'm the type of person that is going to be nice and kind to you no matter if you got money or if you don't got money. I don't care. If you're a decent human being, the type of car you drive is not going to define how I treat you. I'm going to treat you with respect because you're a human being, as long as you treat me with respect. But for some reason, they was just like, when they seen my car, and I had that car for over a year, I just shipped it. I had to ship it and I had to wait for it to come. They seen my Land Rover and their attitude just changed towards me. Now the men, they was like, oh, you driving that big? They would make comments like that. And I was like, yeah, this is my favorite. To me, it was nothing. It was my favorite car. I mean, God blessed me to get it. And the story of how I got the Land Rover, I saw when I was a member of the Uhuru movement, young and impressionable. I saw a beautiful black, dark-skinned woman with a black Land Rover with an African tag on the front. I seen that. I was like, wow, that's classy. That's black excellence. I like that. So that's how I started liking Land Rovers and Range Rovers, because I seen a black woman driving one, and she was classy, and she was pro-black, and she was nice. And those were the characteristics that I liked. So, but these women, it was the opposite. They was angry and jealous, and it was just crazy, y'all. But that's what it was. And so when my boyfriend, fiance at the time, he moved out there, I would go to work. He wasn't working yet. He had just came out there. He quit his job, moved from Florida to be with me. We got engaged, and he wasn't working. I had a job. I had just graduated from college. I was working for a nonprofit. We raised lots and lots of money for nonprofits, and I was one of the recruiters. And I was going to work, and in that job capacity, I dressed up, whatever. It was a corporate job. It was no big deal to me. I was just living my life, and they don't know where I came from. They don't know I came from the gutter, but you up here judging me. And so that's what it was, just jealousy and envy, just ignorance. So I hope that answers your question, Silas the Butcher. Let me scroll back up and read some more comments here. Silas the Butcher said, okay. He said, why did the other females keep trying to tell them men they shouldn't? Because they thought I was ugly, and they thought they looked better than me. That's this very simple reason. They thought sometimes females will think you're ugly, but a man won't. But what these women need to understand is you don't control what the man likes. It don't work like that. The man control what they like. So it doesn't matter if a woman thinks you're ugly. It's what the man thinks. Oh, that's why I don't be caring. But that's why they thought I was ugly. They thought I was ugly. They thought I was black and ugly. They thought I ain't have no ass. Because it's the stuff they would say. Big nose, wearing glasses. She's ugly. What are you seeing her? Trying to convince the man not to like me. I guess that just made him like me even more. That's what it is. Aaliyah Richard said, no, not a guy with the 8 baby mamas. That ain't nothing to brag about. Tell me about it. Aaliyah said, and he was crazy. He was very crazy. Yes, he was very, and I didn't know he was crazy until I broke it off with him. Oh my God. Bob says, pray for her sister Rashida. Black women were sending her comments on Instagram saying she's ugly, nappy-headed, and her man was going to leave her. What the hell? Ain't nothing ugly about Simone Biles. They jealous. They straight up jealous. They want to be her. They wish they had her money. They wish they had her man. They wish they had her life. Child, please. Simone Biles is very beautiful. She has this, her face is like, she has like a aquiline face, aquiline nose. Like, she's just so pretty. Again, going back to my point I just made, females will think you ugly, but the man will think something different. And these women be jealous. They're jealous. So these hags, these low down trashy hags, trash bag broke down hags that wish they had the money, the talent, the man, the house, the car that Simone Biles have, they're jealous. That's all it is to it. They're jealous. And they want Simone Biles to be miserable like them. They're mad because, you know, they got 5, 6 baby daddies and the baby daddy left them and they ran through and they're pissed off and they can't take it. They can't take it. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm telling you exactly how these hags think because they done tried it on me. And I ain't got half the shit that Simone Biles in terms of material wealth. But they don't give a damn. You could be broke and they still not like you. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Let's see what else y'all said. Brad's trash is Tyrone's treasure said, did these men who dated you ever call you pretty? Yes! Yes! All the time. I never believed them. But that's how I'm telling you. Men see different. Yes. They were always going on and on. Oh, you're pretty. And saying that I was smart. It was a lot of, oh, you're so smart. They liked it the way I conducted myself. You're not I'm trying not to say his name, but the guy I'm referring to that moved to California with me, if I had to describe him, he looked like Usher. He had a low haircut, dressed very nice, like pretty boy type, bow leg, just dressed very nice, calm, the type of, all my friends wanted to date him. They liked him. And I used to just be like, okay, I knew that he was not going to talk to them because I'm not bragging, but the guy was in love with me and I can't even understand why to this day. But he would always tell me that he liked me because he would say, you ain't hood. He'll just be looking at me and go, you're not hood. You're not ratchet. You're not hood. And he would say, oh, you so smart. He thought I was so smart. I think it was more than the beauty thing. Even his cousin said, you could do better than her. You need to leave her. All these chicks like you. And he told me this. And his cousin thought I was ugly. He would not leave me. He moved all the way from Florida to California, I swear. And I don't understand it. So yes, they did tell me that I was pretty. Yes, they did. I did not believe them. I never accepted them. But beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder. And the man is the decision maker, not these females. Don't sit up here and worry about what they're saying. It doesn't matter. If they think you pretty or not, who gives a fuck? I don't care. I just know that you're jealous and you're mad because you want the man that you think is good looking that I got. He may have whatever he have, maybe doing whatever he's doing for me, and you're mad. You don't like it. That's not my problem. I don't worry about it. I've been got over that. Because I get that still to this day. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Let me see. Read some more of y'all comments. Yes, Acilla Butcher, very much so. So Butcher says, Bob, wow, I didn't even know anything about that. Simone isn't unattractive. If she was light-skinned, they'd be saying she's a 10. They sure would. Abby 5 says, I think it's because he's light-skinned with hazel eyes. These heifers are so jealous of Simone Biles. It's the man, he chose her. Why y'all mad? Why y'all mad? It's nothing you could do about it. Okay? Get over it. Go find you a man. Go find your baby daddy. Crazy. Rolanda Best says, you ever heard of Crystal Swirls? Well, yeah, Crystal Swirls attacked me. She did attack me about 3 years ago when I made a video called Swirling is Darkism. I did not know who this woman was, y'all. And I made the video called Swirling is Darkism. And out of nowhere, she came and made multiple videos about me. I was like, what the hell? What the fuck is this? And then she just kept making these videos, watching my channel, talking shit about me. I think she's since taken a video. And I felt bad for her because when I found out who she was, I didn't go off on her. Because she, I seen the video. I'm like, who the hell is this woman talking shit about me? I went and looked at her channel. And she was talking about some stuff that was going on with her kids. And that was the reason why I said, I ain't going to say nothing. Okay, she could talk about me, whatever. I ain't going to worry about it. Because I felt bad about the situation with her kids. So I left it alone. But she just kept on making videos about me. And one day, she was talking shit about me. And I got so angry, I went onto her live in her chats. And I said, send a link. Send a link. And say this shit to my face. Talk to me. Talk directly to me. And she would not put that link in there. She would not put that link in there. And I was like, fuck this. I'm done. See, that's the thing. People be starting shit with you on social media. I never said no. I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know who this lady was. That's the truth. She seen a video that I made called Swirling is Darkism, and she got angry and went off. I was like, what the fuck? Lord have mercy, Jesus. People just crazy. Anyway, moving right along. Abby 5 says they don't think he love her and is attracted to her because they don't think she is tight because she chased him. So they fuck them. And you know what I say to them heifers? Fuck y'all. Because they're, again, it ain't for them to decide. Women need to understand that the man is the fucking decider. You're not. You females don't get to fucking determine what the fuck a man likes. You don't. I told you, these bitches tried it with me, telling multiple boyfriends that I had that I was ugly because they wanted him to break up with me. Fuck them hoes. Now I'm getting mad. Now you're triggering me. Because it's clear that these bitches are jealous. They're mad. They want what, I'm telling you, they want what she got. I'm telling you. They want him. They want her money. They want her life. They want her accolades. Because why the fuck is you coming after this woman? Simone Biles ain't did nothing to none of you bitches. Black women should be applauding her. But you bitches so goddamn busy being fucking jealous. Bitch, go find your motherfucker. So then I say, so I don't think she would talk like her, but I don't give a fuck. I ain't studying these hoes at all. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't care. Because I know they wrong, and I done been through this dumb shit. Bitch, go find your baby daddy. Bitch, go find your child support. Bitch, go find your husband. Go do that. That's what the fuck you need to do. It's just crazy. They want Simone Biles to be miserable like them. Unfortunately, I hate that black women, not all of us, but I hate that a lot of black women are like this. I hate it. They don't want to see another black woman happy. They get mad. That's what's going on here. It's pure jealousy, y'all. Brad Trash, as Tyrone Treasure says, I'm not finna chase no man, to each is their own. I understand. Silas the Butcher says, well, I say to myself, I don't chase men. The thing here is people need to understand this is Simone Biles and her husband's business. We cannot dictate to another person how they conduct their business. What it is I think that these females are mad that he chose her and that they're married. It's their business. If as long as they happy, why do you give a damn? Why do you? That's why I said I believe that these black women are jealous. I believe that they don't want this young lady to be happy. And these black women that feel that way, that keep attacking them, shame on you. Shame on you. Black people and our bullshit. They'll be happy if Simone Biles was a baby mama running around in the looking gutter with a fucking bonnet on her head, with some fucking nasty, dirty ass pajamas on, walking around in Walmart, because that's how I see a lot of the trash. Yes, they are trash. If you walk around in Walmart with a fucking bonnet on your head, with some nasty, dirty pajamas on and some fucking flip-flops, go sit your ass down. That's how you want Simone Biles to be. That's what they would be happy. They would be happy, trust me, if she was living that life. They would be happy. I'm trying to tell y'all, I know what I'm talking about. They would be so overjoyed if Simone Biles was walking with a cart full of kids on food stamp day in Walmart with a polka dot fucking bonnet on her head, like I said, with a dirty ass pajama set on that probably smell like shit because you ain't washed your ass, with a bunch of snotty nosed little kids, hair undone, dirty clothes on, smelling like pee because your bitch ass ain't changed their diaper, you bitches would be happy. You would fucking love that. That's it, y'all. That's it. Just my 4 cents. Thank you for the donation there. You said, what's wrong with chasing the man you want? You know, I agree to that to an extent. I do. Initially, I'm not gonna chase a man. Like, if I see a man that I don't know and I like him, I'm not chasing after him. But if we're in a relationship and we love each other, I might do a little chase. But the thing is, he chose Simone Biles. He married her. That's what the fuck he did. He could have married whoever. He got money. He in the NFL. He good. He young. He chose Simone Biles. And these women are mad. They're mad about that. Brad Trash says, I hope Jonathan didn't marry her for status. Only time will tell. Well, I don't think that that's the case because he already has status. He already has status. He's in the NFL. That is a hell of a status. Nobody forced them to marry. Y'all act like somebody put a gun to their head and said, Simone, you better marry him. Or somebody said to him, you better marry Simone. That ain't happened. Choice. Again, the black women are just jealous. They're jealous. I told y'all they want Simone Biles to be walking in Walmart because that's where I see all these ratchets at. Or at McDonald's, yelling and screaming at the cashier about they fucking fry. My fry! Big my fry! You gotta give me my fry, my chicken wing! That's how they want her to be. Y'all love that. Y'all love that. Y'all love to see these ratchets in Popeye's Church's Chicken acting a damn fool. If she was doing, Simone Biles strikes me as a very classy person. But y'all want her to be ratchet. Y'all are evil. Anyway, darkskinactivist.com. Darkskinactivist.com. Guys, make a donation. I appreciate the people that did the super chats. My cash app is $Rashida Lala. $Rashida Lala. $Rashida Lala. And that's $RASHIDALALA. $RASHIDALALA. You can find my cash app, my PayPal, and my GoFundMe in the description to this live. Thank y'all for listening. Happy New Year. World's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I am out.